Hey guys, well, welcome to 2019. And since Tuesday was New Year's Day, I'm sure many of us have thought about things we would like to change or do differently in 2019. Maybe it's health related, it might be our weight, it might be our budget, it might be managing our money differently or a relationship issue, whatever. We do something in our culture called making New Year's resolutions. Now, resolutions have become kind of the joke because by the middle of the month, if that long, most people have failed already at these things. And so I want to offer something to you that might actually be helpful. If there's some serious change you really want to consider and you want to undertake for this year, I'm going to give you 4 things that I think will be very helpful to you. And I call these the resolution solution. So are you ready? Here we go. The first thing is your level of awareness of the need for the change. Now, there are multiple layers because you can simply just recognize a need, or you can actually begin to understand why this change matters to you. Because honestly, until it matters to you, you're not likely to make the change. So this level of awareness is important. You recognize the need, but you also become a person who understands why it matters. And that leads to another level of awareness, where you actually begin to feel a desire to make this change. That desire is important because it's what gets us moving and helps us actually move from thinking about change to actually making a change. So those levels of awareness are kind of important. Recognizing the need, that's where it starts. But then you have to begin to understand why it matters to you. And that can lead to you feeling the desire, being motivated to move forward to make a change. So the first key thing, the first resolution solution is awareness. Here's the second, acceptance. Well, what do you mean by that? Well, let me explain. You must choose to accept the responsibility for the change. You can't put that responsibility on other people, what they might do or what they might participate with you in. You have to own this for yourself. To do otherwise is to immediately undermine your chances of success. You have to own it. You have to understand that it's your responsibility, not someone else's, to make these changes. In the instance of a health issue, maybe you want to start a walking regimen, you can't base your willingness to do it on whether someone goes with you. If you do that, you've already undermined yourself because the first time their schedule doesn't mesh with yours, you're probably not going to go. So you've submarined yourself a little bit. You have to own it. And if you own that, you accept the responsibility on yourself, it might be great if someone can go with you, but even if they can't, you'll go walking anyway. That's why acceptance is so important. And this is where many people fail in making successful and sustainable change. They have an awareness, and they move to try to start, but they've not taken the responsibility. They don't own the responsibility themselves. That's a very important second step. So resolution solution number 2 is acceptance. Here's number 3, and we often forget about this when we're trying to make a change or thinking about moving towards a change. Ability. Just because you recognize a need, understand it, and even feel the desire to do it, and you own the responsibility, doesn't necessarily mean you have the actual ability to make this change. So you might need some help. You might need to do some research. You might need to add some skill levels to your life, a skill set. You might be hitting some mental, emotional, or even spiritual blocks that you need to try to get past. And that may require someone like a coach, a minister, or a counselor, someone that can help you identify those blocks and help you get a plan for getting past them. This submarines a lot of people. They didn't recognize, do I have this ability? Or they jump in too quickly, too far, too fast, and they fail because they don't see progress. Or they realize, I can't do this. But the truth is, most of the things we contemplate for change, we can do. We just may need some help understanding the information, are developing a new skill set, are getting past mental, emotional, or spiritual barriers. So that is resolution solution number 3. So here's the 4th one. And it sounds so simple on the surface. And yet this is where many resolutions never get off the ground. Number 4 is action. Yeah, that's when we stop talking about it, we stop dreaming about it, daydreaming about it, wishing it were so, and we actually have gone through the process. We're fully aware, we have accepted the responsibility, and we've addressed our ability to do this, and now all that's left to do is to start. Do it. Take that step. As you do that, it's helpful to have a plan. If you can plan what you're going to do, how do you get from here to here to here, and you can implement that plan, you have a great chance of successful and sustainable change. Well, I call that the resolution solution. Here in 2019, don't let your resolutions become just some waste of mental energy. If there's something you want to change, you want to see different in your life, you can do it with the right help and support system. That is significant. What are the 4? Awareness, acceptance, ability, and action. Well, there you go. I hope that helps you this new year, 2019. I wish all of you who follow me at Thrive, at Transition Coaches, as well as at Bill Leckie Ministries, all of you, I hope that you have a wonderful, prosperous 2019.